Okay. Okay. I gotta finish. You okay? Did you? I'm sorry. You gave. Did you need me to do something? No, no, no. I was just calling you to say hi and just help you. I don't know. Just come over. Oh. Maybe you just felt it. Powerful like that. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So why I'm telling this story? I'm doing this for three reasons: safety for my girls and for myself. My girls' safety is paramount. Like I said, we have received threats of physical harm, civil harm, and spiritual harm via Facebook Messenger since my caregiver journey came to what I thought was a close, only for a brand new chapter to begin. I need to say this out loud and on record. We are not making this up. We are not being dramatic. When you step up as a caregiver, especially when money, property, or long buried family issues are involved, you can become a target. I want this documented. Because I lost my chance to tell this in real time, because my mom was so sick and it happened so fast, that as much as I wanted to tell this story, it turned into just me having to do so much every day that I could ever take the time to really talk about what was actually going on. Um, During this process of taking care of her, just because I couldn't actually be in her room every waking second, um, we put a camera in her room so we could always see her if we had to step outside or something like that. And so, mm, so we have that footage, of her over the last 2 years, but um, I didn't want anybody to minimize what I just did. And when I tell you that was the hardest thing I had ever done, and I just knew it would come to this, and I just knew. And so having that and looking at some of that and just seeing how much happened over that span, there really was no time for like scripting and editing and making content. I just didn't have time for that. I just didn't have time for that. Even now, I'm not even worried about how this looks. I've always been a person that's like, talking about people crying online. I'm like, how'd you get on there and cry like that? But it just didn't. It didn't give time for aesthetics. It was messy and it was exhausting. And that's just the truth of caregiving, and it rarely makes it to Instagram or Pinterest. It just don't. So here I am now. If you are a solo caregiver and you are in the first part of the fight, like, I just want you to prepare yourself for the aftermath, because that's something that I didn't anticipate in this way. I didn't anticipate nobody showing up. I didn't anticipate nobody caring. But I certainly didn't anticipate being threatened. I certainly didn't anticipate people reaching out to me and saying that they're going to help people that refuse to help me get me back, and threaten my children and give out my children's phone numbers. I didn't anticipate all of that. I didn't know. I didn't know.